Calum, I suppose the main talking point, your thoughts on the penalty?
I can't speak about referees. Been really encouraged not to. Don't want to talk about refereeing decisions. Take loads of responsibility, like I have all season, for the performance of my football team. Congratulate the opposition on winning the game. Not going to get involved in that. But I've seen some things tonight that you can't speak about it at all.
You've got to go again now. There weren't too many goal chances as such for either side, were there?
One game too many. It has been. This is the 8th game in and around a 28-day block. Something I've never experienced at any level. I don't think the vast majority of our players have. And I saw it coming on Saturday, and you look at the absentees as a starting point, the physical condition of players, that some of those have done 90% of the available minutes in that period, and we've finally come up short in a game after going away and getting some brilliant results away from home, some really good performances here and goals, and tonight it just didn't happen, did it? And that group
slightly flat, would that be fair to say?
Physically tired. I think when that happens, your decision making's affected, and we struggle to produce moments of quality. We got in decent areas, we posed them some questions, but I don't think we really did that enough. We didn't probe and have the quality in the key moments. But really, is it the end of the world that we've lost the game 1-0 at home as a result of I don't know what the penalties for. Was told it's for handball. I don't know the handball rule anymore, so I'm going to try and educate myself, because it's important that I know, because I'm really confused. Is that now how we're going to be judged and assessed to keep pace with the top two at the top of the league? Is that now the expectation, not the ambition? And I'm not suggesting that we move away from that, but I've come and spoken that way several times after defeats. Is that now the expectation on the back of where we were last season? If so, someone needs to come and sit me down and make sure I understand that, because it was a season that was going to be tough on the back of last season. To have the opportunity to secure a playoff place and have it entirely in our own hands, to need, in my opinion, 7 points from the remaining 8 games to be in that position is incredible for where we were. So if we're going to be measured against keeping pace with the top of the league, I never spoke about that. The board never spoke about that with me when I took the job in the summer. My focus is going to be on getting those points for a playoff place. To
be fair, you, your staff, the players, the squad have raised that expectation.
Yeah, that's what stuns me, and it can be really difficult. This is a difficult job. Everyone elsewhere in the league says that and comments on the position the club was in last season to the position we're in now. When we win 2 games, the expectation becomes that we win 4 games. Is my ambition to get beat 1-0 by Peterborough Sports at home, so we've got no points from the 2 games against them? No. So you congratulate them on taking 6 points against Chester. No, it's not. But you look at the run that we've been on and how difficult it's been. Lads are dead on their feet. I know how tired I feel mentally. They will feel that mentally and physically. I can put the numbers in front of you and go, we've ran this much, we've ran this fast, we've run this fast, this far, for this long. It's been immensely demanding. I spoke to you when we went something like 2 or 3 points off the top. I went, togetherness, we'll hit a bad spell. We lost the game and it'll feel like the end of the world. And people that want us to fail will crawl out and sort of make comments, and that's fine. I hear it, and it's this, and why is he not playing, and why is he playing? It's that's football, and that's football management. But we need 7 points to get in the playoffs. If I'd have said that to you, if I'd have said that to you in any of my early interactions, you'd have laughed at me. So instead, my focus is going to be, can we get 3 of those 7 points required on Saturday? I'm going to praise the players for a fantastic 38-game season to this point, and I'm going to do everything I can to get them right physically to get ready to go again on Saturday.
The reaction that struck me, I don't know whether others saw it as well, they were an experienced side. I thought they set themselves up quite well, but experienced players, when the final whistle went, you thought they'd won the cup final, and that reaction stuck with me. That meant something to them. So it shows you how they went against a team they consider to be one of the favourites for the playoffs, at least.
Everyone I speak to is really complimentary about the work that this team have done this season, particularly those in and around this level of football, the level below, the level above, there is a real recognition of it doesn't matter that we're Chester Football Club and we get big gates. It's the fact that it was a club that was 16th last season and had no players in the summer. That's what it is. Go back to your point about inexperience. That is probably the youngest side I've been forced to name at this level of football since I took the job. I look at those absentees. Liam Edwards is the best centre-half in this division. The best. I was told that when I signed him. I've seen it week in, week out. Kevin Roberts must be a candidate when everyone that knows better than me about football in the media pick their player of the year and stuff like that. I'm sure he's a name that will be thrown out there. Cole Hall has been enormous for us this season. Absent. Charlie Caton, what a loan signing that's been. Absent. And then we lose Harrison Burke, bang on half-time. In, by the way, a really negligent moment. That's the bit you should be talking about more from the penalty. That was dangerous. When the focus was on awarding a penalty and not on the player that had been down in serious discomfort. That was dangerous. You take those players out of our team at the moment and it poses us a real challenge. What I'm in a place where we're trying to build a team and you build a group and you build a squad. What you've seen this season is when we have severe absentees, it's difficult for players to come in. I thought Louis Earle, especially in the first half, did so well. His first time playing here in a really tough game and stuff's going against you, comes to the fore. I think players that it's unpopular to say how well they've played, so I'm not going to do that here. Have been tremendous for us again, but it's not popular because it's easy to say the same names. We've had players ripped out of our team tonight. That, by the way, that'll be the case for the next couple of weeks. Don't expect to see Kevin Roberts for a month. Don't expect to see Charlie Caton for a period of time. Cole Hall, Liam Edwards still on concussion protocol. Hopefully we get Kelly Namai back soon. George Glendon, it seems like you can't mention, because it happened in pre-season. I've not seen anyone against us do what George Glendon and Det Weeks can do. And we built around that and you lose them for the season. And we've dealt with all that. And tonight, we haven't quite dealt with it that gets us 3 points. But the unfortunate reality is, that's where we're going to be at. We aren't going to carry 25 players and go pound for pound the 25 best players in the league. And I'm immensely proud of what this group of players have done when right up against it for 38 games. So it's always the manager's responsibility when we lose. And you come out and you take that on the chin and you smile about it. And you
lost that many, to be fair.
And 6 games in all competitions in 90 minutes. Haven't lost a cup game in 90 minutes, taking teams to penalties. This team, that's not me, I'm making it up. This is the team and what they've done. So when we lose 1-0 to Peterborough Sports, they're the same group of players that won at Kings Lynn, the same group of players that did what they did at Hereford on the road, and I'm going to congratulate them on the 38 games and then encourage them 7 points. Everyone would have took this position 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 4 months ago, 12 months ago, by the way. So that's where we're at, and that's where my focus is.
The 39th game, 39th step, if you like, comes on Saturday. Scarborough, 2 places beneath you. It's going to be a tough one.
They're all tough. I used to watch when managers speak at levels, and every game in this league's tough, and you become like a laughable comment.
We call it manager speak in the business.
Yeah, I get that, and it's really difficult to see it until you're in it. And what I appreciate is that is the biggest difference to this level than, in my opinion, the level above and the 2 below. That step 1 to 4 of the non-league pyramid. In this league, they aren't freak results because there is that where anyone can beat anyone. So they're all tough games, and we've prepared for every game the same way. The work that goes into watching opposition, analysing what we do. So tonight, I'm sick with disappointment and frustration. Want to kick the cat. I don't have a cat. But the realities are, you move on and you focus and you do it together. You don't hang people out to dry. I will hang myself out to dry like I've done all season when things haven't gone well. And instead we'll focus on, can we go and get them 7 points? And at the same time, the players haven't fallen short of anything. You know what? We're not going to win the league. Are you shocked? We're not. For us to have been spoken like that in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I am so proud of the players and the football club. But the focus, and when we need real clarity, let's go and get them 7 points. And if we get 3 of them on Saturday, if we get 1 of them on Saturday, or none of them on Saturday, I will come and repeat the last 6 or 7 minutes of everything I've just said, because it will all still be true. But the focus won't change. We can do it. The group can do it. The players can do it. Everyone associated with a football club can do it with that togetherness. My job is to be at the front of that and the face of that and pull it all together. But I'm telling you, what they've done to this point, delighted with them.
Now, Scarborough will provide a tough test for you. You've just mentioned that it's going to be a bit like Holby City, getting a team together. You will get a team together against another very good side.
I think that is the worst analogy I've ever heard for having a group of injured players. To pick Holby City, of all the medical-based dramas that you could go for, you went in the Holby City direction. That I am going to judge you for. It's going to be tough. It's been like that since I got the job. You forget George Glendon. I think the world of George Glendon. Everyone around the club knows that. 19 minutes of a pre-season game. Don't even think it was that long. That adversity has built that togetherness, that bond between the players and fans. I thought the fans were terrific. Sorry, the fans behind the goal tonight were absolutely terrific for getting right behind the team, and they've been like that all season. The ground, the way that they receive the players after the game, they've been brilliant. We might need them on Saturday. We're going to need the medical team that have worked overtime on overtime to do what they can. But we'll put a team out there, and the expectation, and don't let, you know when I say things and it gets taken out of context and people try and twist what I say, and it happens. No, the expectation tonight was to win the game. Not winning at this football club isn't acceptable. That's fine. Whether we're playing Oldham Athletic or we're playing whoever, in any game, wherever we go. And the expectation with the 11 that we name will be to win the game. So it isn't to make excuses and come out saying these are missing and they're missing, but they are. They're the facts. I'm excited by that challenge. I can't wait to go and get them 7 points, and I can't wait to put us in the position that caps what's been a fantastic season, and for the players to get the just rewards.
Calum, thanks for talking to us.